Well, they're in. It took a bit of time for them to decide where to go, but they've decided on this hive. There's still a lot clinging to the sides. I've just got up, I've been on nights. I expected them to go in yesterday, but they decide to, because it's nice and warm, spend the night outside. So they went from them beehives there up the pit wall and over that really tall hedge. And they must have hung around on the other side of the hedge, and now they've decided this is where they're going to be. These are just an old hive I've moved here. The pallets were here already. There's a brood chamber at the bottom with some old frames in. There is here there is an empty brood chamber, but there is a sort of like a cloth over it, but I'm going to have to go into this near enough immediately because they're going to go up into this cavity, and then I'm going to have comb everywhere, and these are just storage of a brood and a super. So we'll probably just remove those and take them somewhere else. Right, a quick look into this hive the swarm's just come into. And this is what happened, and I don't want the queen to come up here and the bees start dropping comb, because they will do. Basically what I'm going to do is remove this and put this super on straight away. I don't think I'll put a queen excluder on because I want them to pull that super out quite quick, and then I will hopefully the queen will stay down, but if she doesn't, what I'll do is put a queen excluder on when the queen's moved down. So I have no idea where the queen is, so I'm going to have to be reasonably careful here, so I don't want to lose her. It looks a fairly big swarm. Let's just have a quick look under here, and all these frames are absolutely full, so I think this could be from the hive with the double brood chamber across there. Anyway, we'll try and sort this out. As you can see now, I'm down to that brood chamber. That it is an incredibly large swarm. Now this is June the 19th, so we've got a major flow about to occur with the brambles which have just come out. There's a field of beans across there which is just finishing off, which I'll expect to be another few days. Now these bees don't have to look after any brood, because there's no brood, there's no eggs, no nothing. So this is going to be a swarm to get the honey in. So they're going to pull these frames out straight away. These are new foundation. And hopefully tomorrow these will get the heads down, start working, and there's no reason why this shouldn't pull in about 50 pounds of honey. A swarm in June is worth a silver spoon. A swarm in July is not worth a fly. So they've got just a few days to bring the bacon home, as it were. Now when you put a lid on, if you put on K to corner the crown board and slide it, you crush less bees, and this is all good. Now these bees are absolutely full of honey. They'll probably have raided the hive that they had been in, and they're ready to produce a lot of wax. So that foundation they'll be hung on there, and they'll be pulling that out like mad. So there we are. We'll check it in another week's time or to see how they're doing, and then I'll probably put another super on if needed. Right, I'm just going to open, if I can get the block out, just open the block here so that they are not restricted. This is going to be the swarm that's going to get the honey. I've had to put these brood chambers because I had managed to get past that white cloth, which I expected they would. That's why I'm straight in here straight away. So I'm just going to have to leave these in front of the hive or just to one side, and the bees will find their way in. So I just got a bit of smoke from my smoker. Right, those are the two boxes that with it, and the bit of cloth that I had on top. I've just given it a smoke just to dry the bees off. There is a general consensus they want to be in the hive. There's a couple of sticks. As long as the queen hasn't been on these, then we should be alright, and the bees won't go to the sticks, they'll go into the hive. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of bees sending scent up and all that. There's a general consensus everybody should be in the hive. Hopefully tomorrow they'll be out working like mad before the queen starts laying, and the rest of them will be up in the top pulling those super frames out, and hopefully we'll have 30 pounds of honey at least.